The police MTTD has confirmed 232 lives perished through road crashes in January alone. Now, though a total of 972 vehicles were involved in these accidents, 1,237 injuries were recorded. There have been 461 motorcycle-related crashes and 93 lives have been lost through the incident, as well as 362 injuries recorded. The Ashanti region is leading again this year in the crashes. So far, 44 people have been killed and 308 injuries recorded there. Now, this is followed by the Greater Accra region with 31 deaths and 186 injuries. In the Northeast region, however, no deaths were recorded at the end of January. However, 9 injuries have been recorded over there. Let's go on to the phone lines now and speak to Pearl Edusu JC, who is the PRO of the National Road Safety Authority. We're also joined by Dr. Solomon Sasu-Mensah, who is the boss at the MTTD. Thank you very much, both of you, for joining us here on JoyNews. Let me start with you, Dr. Sasu-Mensah. So interesting details there from January's data alone. Tell us what peculiar things you recorded with this month's data, I mean January's data. Good evening.
My name is Superintendent of Police Dr. Samuel Sasu-Mensah.
Superintendent, well acknowledged. Thank you very much.
So basically what we have on board is that in terms of injuries, this year we recorded 1,237 as against last year, which was 1,393.
Okay.
So basically when you look at it, you find out that there was a reduction of about 11.20%. Then when you come to the mortalities, this month recorded 232.
Okay.
But at the same period last year, this month, we had 244. So when you compare the two figures, what you find out is that this year it decreased. It again decreased for about 4.92%. So in terms of deaths, in terms of injury, you compare to the same time last year, you find out that there have been some improvement and there have been some gains.
Good to know that we're seeing some improvements, but I also noticed that there's something peculiar happening in the Northeast region. No deaths recorded, even though we have 9 injuries. Tell us what is happening there.
Which specific region are you?
This is the Northeast region. The Northeast region. The data we have suggests that no deaths were recorded, even though 9 persons sustained injuries. And it will be interesting for you to tell us what exactly is happening there. Is it that's the...
Basically, that is what the speakers have said, and the statistic is speaking to. It means that there were no deaths as a result of... But there were some road traffic accidents that were recorded.
Yes.
But it wasn't the extent to the fact that people died on the road accident that were recorded. Just that there were some injuries.
Would it be safe to say that adherence to road traffic regulations is quite on the high in that area, necessarily?
It's basically attributable to a whole lot of factors. And the factors are some of the vehicle population in that region is quite very, very low. But in spite of that, we should commend them. We should commend the drivers for driving, adhering to road traffic rules and road traffic regulations. So probably that is why the death rate decreased at a decreasing rate, at an increasing rate.
Very well. Superintendent, kindly hold the line briefly for me. We have on the other line the PRO of the National Road Safety Authority, Madam Pearl Edusu JC. Madam, thank you for joining us on JoyNews Prime. Your reaction to the latest figures? We're seeing a decline in the figures as compared to last year, January this year and January 2021. But the numbers are still quite high. How do you react to this?
Thank you very much for inviting me. Good evening to all your listeners and viewers, and good evening to Superintendent Dr. Samuel Sasu-Mensah and yourself. We also have this information this afternoon, and we are quite happy as long as we are seeing some reduction in the figures, in the death toll, and the injuries, and even the pedestrian knocking, all reduced slightly. This is what we at our end want to hear every time the statistics come out. Although looking at it, it's still in the average rate. You could see that monthly the death toll is around the 200. We wish that it further goes down. Crashes may happen, but what we will be happy about and be excited about is to hear no injury and no death. That will be our excitement and the reward for the hard work we've been doing over the years. And so we are quite happy the figures as long as I've seen a reduction, but we still want it to go down further so that it will indicate what we are doing, because for some years back our road safety awareness creation has increased, and so it's to commensurate with the figures that come, and so we are quite happy. But
what then is your plan to sustain this decline and make sure that we improve the statistics?
This is where we put in more effort, more campaign drives, and then collaborate with police to strengthen enforcement, because when enforcement goes with education or campaign, it produces good results. And so we'll strengthen the enforcement base, and then the mandate as an authority will also come to play. We will advocate for all related institutions who are into road safety management to be very responsible and do their work well, so that we will further see more reduction. We wish one day in the near future the reduction will be very significant to reward for all that we have been doing over the years.
Madam, thank you very much for your time. Superintendent Sasu Mensah, your very final take. You had the PRO of the National Road Safety Authority talk about enforcement of the law. What can we expect from you this year as far as road safety is concerned?
Basically, we are going to increase the visibility of traffic and law enforcement officers on our roads. And what we are going to do is that we are going to combine. We are going to automate traffic law enforcement this year. Okay. And we think that when you are able to do this, that will do the trick. And in the times to come, traffic accidents will be downside.
I'm grateful that you could join us. That's the boss of the MTTD, Superintendent Dr. Sasu Mensah.